Hey, it's time for the Morning Drive Top 5. With the college football playoffs beginning, we take a look at who we think is going to win it all. Jamie?
All right, so this is interesting because I don't think it's the top four teams necessarily that all have the greatest chance to win it because of the way the automatic buys work for conference champions and all that. So I think that makes things a little bit interesting here. So number one on my list is Oregon. I think Oregon has the best chance. Number two on my list, I'm going with the Texas Longhorns. I think whoever wins the game between Oregon and Texas ends up winning the whole thing. So I'm going to go with the Horns as number two on my list. Number three on my list, probably a little bit of a surprise. I'm going with Notre Dame. I think they have an easy path to the championship game. If they can get past an Indiana team, then they're going to face off with Georgia, a team that we found out is without their starting quarterback. So that game could be easier for Notre Dame. So they are number three on my list. After that, I'm going to a couple of Big Ten teams. Penn State at number 4 and Ohio State at number 5.
Okay, so I think a team that is not going to win, that probably will win the whole thing, is Boise State. I can't tell you how much I'm rooting for them to lose as soon as they start playing. So having said that, they'll probably go all the way to the national championship game. But I really think
that would shock me.
It would be a shocker too. I think a sleeper in this is SMU. I just have this feeling that they're going to beat Penn State, so they'll be my number 5 team. Number 4 for me, I think, as far as that's concerned, I'm going to go with Ohio State as a number 4 team that I think could win it all. I think what holds them back is just a little bit of recent history and the fact that they just can't seem to get over the hump in these big games. I do think Texas has a huge opportunity to win. I'm just really curious if that's going to be Quinn Ewers or if he starts stalling the offense, if they put in Arch Manning, and if that makes that big of a difference. Because I just feel like Manning's the better quarterback, but Ewers is the one that's kind of gotten them there. I do think Georgia, just because they've been there, they know how to win, but they have a quarterback question too because their starter is now out, and they've got to go with a backup. But I think it's Oregon's to lose, and I think Oregon, at the end of the day, they don't cut down nets, they don't necessarily tear down goalposts, but they are going to hoist the trophy. And I think that Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks are just too much for everybody to overcome. That's the Morning Drive Top 5, and it's brought to you by the Paint Doctor.